Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is me. I'm coughing up. This is the official, I'm on the Hearsay and Lies facility here on Spreaker, and this is Who Talked About Me, Mr. Barium Exposure. Thank you. Calm down. You know, cow shit was at Hidden Falls Regional Park in St. Paul walking around. You saw that stuff yesterday. This is coming out tomorrow on the 26th day in the morning. So I'm opening up a little Mountain Dew. My wife had a couple of cans in the she shed. And I said, I gotta do a show on State Patrol. Well, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm gonna do some pimping. Offended Outcast. I'm gonna jump on this behavior going on. It's been a while since we've talked about me. And I'm here to have some fun and have the time of my life. I always have and always will. You know, we have so much drama going on. Look at Karl Nomad, remember? He was on The View, you know, that I named, you know, me, of course, you know, Alfie, with old man Nincompoop. Remember, he was all, you know, all mad, this or that, pissing and moaning. So his wife allegedly passed away, and we don't know what he's doing. He went on a walk by himself and almost died. But we're here and here saying lies. There's been some nice views over here, you know, geolocations, United States, been 4 times. Washington, Massachusetts, Florida, and Missouri. Oh, yeah, okay. Live Oak once, Massachusetts, Lowell. In the middle of Missouri is Wentzville, and up in Seattle is Washington. So we thank everybody that, you know, come in. It's been Spreaker, Sprocker, and Apple Parmore, and iHeartRadio Network. We thank you so much, everybody that comes in. And I'm here to do some major pimping of this behavior. You know, look at Karl. Look at the Nancy boy that he is. He's all upset about, you know, he's just, you know, he was in love with Life and Vibe, just like Scooter, you know, whining and pissing and moaning with Scoots, right? So he's been doing that behavior. And Beef Stew has officially come back to this facility. After riding out the strikes, he claims he has his own pizza place. Yeah, okay. We all know that's a bold-faced lie. We all know the man who runs this podcast, quote, cow shit, he is a bold-faced little liar. So we all know that. You know, can you imagine cow shit opening his own pizza joint? It'd be Cowboy's Pizza. I would be in the back. I'd be whipping Cowboy up. I'd like, you get your fat ass out there. But I'm here to pimp right along with everybody else, and my name is Barium Exposure. This is the one and only UFO podcast. So he was over there in St. Paul. He made some quick grr. He left, and he did 4 videos. You saw the first one. No one cared. Well, no one really cared, okay? And someone called him on his phone. He wants me to call it back when we get a chance here. So we're going to call that number, and we're going to see who in the hell this was. He left a message. It's kind of weird. So he wanted me to call it. So here we go. We're going to call the phone number, and we're going to see who in the hell this is. Barium Exposure. I'm going to see who in the hell it is. So here it is. Alright, before we get into this, and I did write a song on pimping this behavior. My name is Hydro. Let's see, New Jersey.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
My name is Jeff Hydro, and you called me, and I want to know what the hell is going on with you. But anyways, you know, I'm doing a podcast, Hearsay and Lies, and you called me. But I go by Barium Exposure, but I'm also many, many names. But we figured we'd call you at the time of our lives here on Hearsay and Lies. So we really appreciate you guys calling cow shit and everything else. And it's I'm here in the toilet I'm out here in lovely Michigan and doing a podcast. We appreciate you guys coming into the show and saving trolls. We really, really do. All right. So, anyways, you guys, let's play. Let's put this thing on. We don't need anything. Might get that. Let me go turn that thing off. Anyway, so let's turn that thing down, and then we're gonna. Perfect. There you go. All right. So, all right, let's play a song here. It's called "Offended Outcast." I wrote it about pimping. Are you ready? Here's the first one. We'll just play one. Here we go.
Barium exposure on the screen again. Typing like the whole room owes you an explanation. Offended outcast, you want the final say, but the comments keep sliding, baby, anyway. You post that clip, then you post the blame. 3 hours later, it's a whole new flame. One more angle, one more screen. Same old hurt in a different stream. You want the crowd to pick a side, want that fire to stay alive. But the truth don't bend that clean when everybody's seen what they've seen. Just like life, it don't stay neat, it cuts both sides. Just like life, you can't edit pain, you can't rewind. Offended outcast, trying to make it last. Just like life, it hits online and it hits in real life. Now the thumbnails glow with the latest war. Big red circles round what you came here for. A side to choose, a name to drag. A little applause, then the whole thing caves. Barium exposure, you keep the chest out proud. But the mirror got loud in the login cloud. Everybody wants a clean little plot till the truth shows up and it's a mess of dots. You want the crowd to pick a side, want that fire to stay alive. But the truth don't bend that clean when everybody's seen what they've seen. Just like life, it don't stay neat, it cuts both sides. Just like life, you can't edit pain, you can't rewind. Offended outcast, trying to make it last. Just like life, it hits online and it hits in real life. And maybe it's not all hate, maybe it's in a flashy frame. Everybody's got a bruise, everybody wants somebody to blame. Just like life, it don't stay neat, it cuts both sides. Just like life, you can't edit pain, you can't rewind. Offended outcast, trying to make it last. Just like life, it hits online and it hits in real life.
Oh yeah, that's called Offended Outcast. I wrote it, and I figured, I'm pimping, yes, I'm here to jump on the bandwagon. That's my sister, Life and Vibe, and my little brother, New York Daniel, of this predator, Offended Outcast, and this other idiot that Russell has talked about, who is crying on YouTube, alright? Whining and crying about some little thing, don't have to up to nothing, right? The drama. And the Sarasota 10, they can't make up their mind. Life and Vibe. What lane do you want to be in? Do you want to be in the lane? Of the lane of Sarasota Tim? Or do you want to be in the Offended Outcast, okay? I mean, like you said in the audio the other day, guys, it's selected outrage. You need to be outraged to see the punch. I'm here in the she shed, popping popcorn, drinking my Mountain Dew, doing whatever, watching stuff in the she shed. I parked my bear. I've died twice, for crying out loud. I've passed away twice. New York Dan owes me a bundle of money. He made tons of money on it. Look at Dingling. He has kind of gone away. He realized it was a waste of good suffering. I remember when I was a top dog, man, I was one of the biggest haters out here, Barium exposure. But then I got exposed, and then they talked about me. And then they talked about me. And then I called into the show to save a troll. Remember when I called into the show? Remember that? That audio is on this video platform. It's on here. You go back in there. I was half drunk. I called in when he was live over on Lovely and Talented. Yeah, he was doing a live stream, and I called in drunk off my ass. I mean, drunk. Hammied up the yin-yang. I called into the show and I saved a troll. You know, that's what I did, man. I was having the time of my life. I perked my channel. I'm a very bitter individual. I'm very bitter. I'm always mad. But this offended outcast behavior, Life and Vibe is all over it. I'm like, my God, woman. It's like, and then the other idiot, what the hell is his name? Whining about this Jeb guy, and Russell does stuff, and he's been bitching about it too as well, and it's like, Jesus. I figured, let's put it in the title, let's talk about it, let's have the time of our lives. My goodness, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's one of those wing things, man, I just don't get it anymore. People pissing and moaning, and, the Jeb, the new video, so she's talking about him, stolen valor, and all this stuff, and selected, God forbid she would do something in her neighborhood and take care of problems. Oh, no. What is she doing? She's hanging out, doing whatever she thinks she's doing, whining and pissing and moaning, following this predator around. It just blows cow shit away that it's non-stop skullduggery. And, me, I'm sitting here in the outskirts, we have the time of our lives here. That's right, so it is what it is. It's the way she goes. Oh, my goodness. It's never ending, man. This is the kind of behavior that I get off on. I really do. I enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy this behavior. Why? Say the she shed. When I was just a nobody. You guys remember when I called Walmart? Remember? Yes. They talked about me, and I was so upset. I was so angry with this behavior. I was like, oh my God, what did they do? I had to call. I called this. I'm calling, man. And that's exactly what I did. I got on the phone, I called Walmart, and I said, hey, Walmart, man, this is who you think it is? This is, there's a young man down in Florida who's being a bun licker, and I'm really mad and upset and frightened about the whole behavior. And there I was, calling in, calling Walmart. That's what I do. I'm a cop caller. I will do this behavior, and I love drama. I do. And, cow shit makes me very, very angry. He does. And I pimp a lot of things. And this behavior with this guy, and stolen valor, and everyone's on it. My little brother, my son, excuse me, he'd be my son. New York dimwit. Look at him. Sitting in his, doing the boat. We're talking about Sarasota and golfing and this and that. It's just non-stop skullduggery. It's never ending, man. It's just never, ever ending. And all these subs he's been buying and everything else. And, my God, I don't know. What are we going to do, huh? Who knows? It's never ending behavior. I sit in the she shed. I remember all too well when I was the main guy, and I used to do my share of trolling, and then I parked my channel, and when you talked about me, and I became a very bitter man, and I've been watching this offended guy, this douche, and this guy, and it's like, oh my goodness, man, these people are crazy, and we don't want to have your baby. But I figured, what the hell? Why not me? Why can't I get some views out of here in the UFO podcast on the internet here, on the hearsay and lies? I'm bare exposure. I remember I went to the Pat Benatar concert And I went there, and I was like, left the stage, and I was so far away from her, she couldn't see the sign I held up. I held up, "I love you, Pat." She couldn't see it. I was so far away. And, I went back to my room with my wife, and my first wife, and I said, "What's wrong, baby boy?" She didn't see my sign. I had a big sign, a big heart, and I said, "I love you, Pat. Patricia," everything, Oh, she was singing right along, didn't look over at me or anything. And I was like, "Come on, I'm right here. I have your sign for you," Then all of a sudden, Cowshit goes to a cemetery, announces me dead. I'm gone, right? Claims he came and put me in my casket in the whole 9 yards. Man, he said, he told some bold-faced lies. So I came back, and I chewed my new hindquarters, all kinds of weird names, I made comments on every single video this man did. I stalked him non-stop. That's what I did. And then I disappeared again, and he went back to the same place and said I was a clone and I passed away again. I'm just like, oh my goodness. But, me bearing exposure, it's not a lie. Just as long as you believe it to be the truth, right? Lying then or lying now. Casey Grits, I want a piece of his ass, man. I want to kick his ass, man. I do, it's one of those main things, I'm bearing exposure, pimping, it's what I am, a pimp. I pimp for drama. And look at Karl. Oh, he claims he got a cease and desist. "I can't talk about her anymore. I'm Karl. I can't do that. No, we can't do that." Oh, please, Karl. Why don't you grow some balls? Why don't you carry your own water, for Christ's sake? Good Lord. Aren't you supposed to be a Ellen Liar, Ellen Lawyer? Come on. "I can't talk about her. I'm going to unsubscribe and not talk to her anymore." Oh, quit it. You're a grown-ass. Karl, do you realize you are a grown-ass man? Grown. Yes, you're grown. Ground. What are you doing? "Cry me a river and one na. My goodness. Oh, poor little Karl. Little Karl. Cry me a river. It is what it is. He's never happy, man. He's never ever happy. He cries and cries and cries. I don't know. Cowshit was thinking about doing a video claiming he was going to get a Patreon. He was going to start asking for money, and he's going to, set up all kinds of fun stuff. And, since everybody else does, Cowshit kind of wanted to have fun doing that. Say he was going to start a Patreon, was going to have, what do you want to call it? We have, everyone, the community, whatever you want to call it. We have, when you post, you can, special stuff. You have to pay. He wanted to put his channel behind a paywall. That's what you want to do. You could be the Wonder Hussy and nobody will ask for money and whatever. So, he sent me a case of Grainies. I was making that the other day. I didn't have any Skrulls to send back to the guy. It is what it is. I know. But this Outcast guy, man, what the hell's going on with you people? Man, you guys are really, look at Russell does stuff. Look at his young ass. Oh my God. Feeling sorry for that other idiot, that moronic idiot. Oh my God, second chance, this or that. He's hired this. He allegedly hired that. He's done stuff. Russell does shit. That's what it is. He does nothing but shit. That's all he does. Oh my God, we gotta give him a chance. We gotta give him a chance. Whatever it may be. Good old Karl, cry me a river. Oh my goodness. I know, it's sad what goes on sometimes. It really, really does. It blows me away with his behavior, but what are we gonna do, right? What are we gonna do? I just sometimes I wonder, man, the drama, man. It's just too much to handle. I just don't know what to say. I've never, ever realized, what goes on with his behavior. But, I've been around a long time. I love getting back into drama. It's fun. It's a gas. Sea bass, I should get a camera and I should start being a cow shit and go around and show people stuff. That'd be kind of funny. Could you imagine me? What about me? That would be the name of my show. You talked about me. That's what it would be. The name of my YouTube channel. You talked about me. That's what I'm going to name my new Explorer channel. And then I'm going to talk about this over idiot or whatever, pimping this behavior. And oh my God, man, he's a terrible person. Then call the police. Quit promoting him like I'm doing right now. But people are, and the Jeb guy, he's scared. He's going to get his ass whipped. Well, watch who you run with in life. Maybe research before you go work for some weirdo, But it's poor little Jeb, let's cry me a river. And then Russell does shit, gets on there. Oh, I feel sorry for this guy. I've hired all kinds of people, and I believe in second chances. Yeah, it's just like, Russell, hey, Russell, lean in and listen. It's like saying you divorce your wife to marry another woman who cheated on her husband, and you cheated on her. So two cheaters marry each other. What's going to happen? They cheat, because that's what they do. And then they cheat on another spouse, and they marry again, right? You marry someone who's had two kids with two different guys. You have the third. Meanwhile, you have that third one. She gets impregnated, and it's not your child. It comes out as a black child, and you're a white man. You're screwed now. Now there's 4 children from that one woman. That's... She had a buddy that happened to him. He got in with a baby and the pip got a black baby, and she goes, well, it was close. I didn't know. That's too late. He just turned around and walked out of the room, left. I'll pop the black baby, and he's like, it's not mine. We're out of here. Left the room. It's the way she goes. But when it is what it is, man. You watch what you wish for. You just might have it all. Who knows? I mean, you want to win the lottery and have all that money in gear? Could you imagine me bearing exposure with all kinds of gear? I would hire Pat Benatar. I would hire her young ass. She would come to the show. We would save trolls. We would do a concert in the backyard, and we would have the time of my life. I would have my son. I love you, Patty. I love you, Patricia. I love you, Pat Benatar. Play Hit Me With Your Best Shot, man. Play it again. Play it again. Hell is for children. Love is a battlefield, man. I'll be like, oh my word, it would be so much fun. You guys, you have no idea how much fun, I would have, me and Pat Benatar together, and it'd be cool as hell. Could you imagine that? Oh my goodness, I'd be like, yeah, I really love you, Pat. You're a real sweetheart, I think you're the greatest thing in the world, It is what it is. I think we found it. It says right here, you only go around once. Go check. Exploring the Alabama Hills in Lone Pine, California, looking for the Tremor Builder location. Well, come on. It's a movie place. Are you kidding me? Who cares? Yeah, who cares? You went to the Tremor thing. Oh, boy. That sounds just so fun. The Tremor Boulder. So you think you're, what's his name? Oh, what the hell is his name again? Daily Woo? What the hell is wrong with you people? I mean, good Lord. I don't know. What are we going to do, right? I mean, come on now. It's one of those wing things, man. You know me, man. I can never get enough. Oh, real quick, you guys, for your listening pleasure, okay, if you've gone this far, Cowshit is going to do his fear-mongering radio tomorrow and released Monday morning because he's got to go up north, okay? He cannot be here on Monday for your enjoyment, so you will get your fear-mongering radio at 9 o'clock in the morning on Monday, and you can come and listen to it, all right? No one does anyway, so he has to find something to talk about, and then he'll do it, okay? If he's up to it, who knows? But I'm here because I sent him an email and I said, listen, I want to pimp this guy, all right? I want to do it, you know? I want to talk about drama. Let's do that second one. Here's the second one, Offended Outcast, shall we? Here's the second one.
Barium exposure on the screen again. Typing like the whole room owes you an explanation. Offended outcast, you want the final say, but the comments keep sliding, baby, anyway. You post that clip, then you post the blame. 3 hours later, it's a whole new flame. One more angle, one more screen. Same old hurt in a different stream. You want the crowd to pick a side, want that fire to stay alive. But the truth don't bend that clean when everybody's seen what they've seen. Just like life, just like life. It don't stay neat, it cuts both sides. Just like life, just like life. You can't edit pain, you can't rewind. Offended outcast, outcast. Trying to make it last, make it last. Just like life, just like life. It hits online and it hits in real life. Now the thumbnails glow with the latest war. Big red circles round what you came here for. Aside to choose a name to drag a little applause, then the whole thing caves. Barium exposure, you the chest out proud, but the mirror got loud in the login cloud. Everybody wants a clean little plot till the truth shows up and it's a mess of dies. You want the crowd to pick a side, want that fire to stay alive. But the truth don't bend that clean when everybody's seen what they've seen. Just like life, just like life. It don't stay neat, it cuts both sides. Just like life, just like life. You can't edit pain, you can't rewind. Offended outcast, outcast. Trying to make it last, make it last. Just like life, just like life. It hits online and it hits in real life. And maybe it's not all hate, maybe it's fear in a flashy frame. Everybody's got a bruise, everybody wants somebody to blame. Just like life, just like life. It don't stay neat, it cuts both sides. Just like life, just like life. You can't edit pain, you can't rewind. Offended outcast, outcast. Trying to make it last, make it last. Just like life, just like life. It hits online and it hits in real life.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think about that, man? Well, I know, I write, Cal shit wrote one. It's Barium Exposure is a redneck blues. So he wrote it. He came in here and wrote it. So we'll put that up. But anyways, I might call Karl. We might call Karl after we play this next one. But he's really been really bitter and upset and frightened about. He can't talk about life and vibe. I'm not going to talk about him anymore. I'm not going to do it because I'm a big nasty boy. I'm too afraid to get sued. Oh, good Lord. Why don't you grow some balls the size of basketballs? My God, go watch boring Sarasota Tim. Go watch New York Dimwit. Russell does shit. Go watch this behavior. You can go watch anybody else. I'm out here in the outskirts in the she shed. Alright, this one is called Barium Burn. We have no idea. Cal, she just wrote it. Here we go.
Got a white coat bill and a busted truck tire. Felt that cold, sweet dust run right through my wire. Now my hands go numb when the sun climbs high. My old dog looks at me like I can't tell a lie. Mama said, boy, what you breathe? I said, I don't know. but the bones in my jaw got a slow, mean glow. Barium burn, barium burn. Hey now, barium burn. Took my sweet breath and it left me stern. Barium burn, barium burn. Turn around. Red dirt soul in a poison town. Met the doctor at dusk by the feed store gate. He said, son, that's trouble, you were late, too late. My tongue felt thick like a church bell roll. I laughed through the ache just to keep some hope. Mama said, boy, what you breathe? I said, I don't know, but the bones in my jaw got a slow, mean glow. Barium burn, barium burn. Hey now, barium burn. Took my sweet breath and it left me stern. Barium burn, barium burn. Turn around. Red dirt soul in a poison town. Steel, I bruise, I bend. If the creek runs wrong, it gets to us in the end. So shut that valve and ring that bell. Someone has come like a story told too well. Barium burn, barium burn. Hey now, barium burn. Took my sweet breath and it left me stern. Barium burn, barium burn. Turn around. Red dirt soul in a poison town.
Oh yeah, that was me on the guitar there. That's called Karl. This is Barium Exposure. We've been exposed. We're gonna call Karl. Alright, let's call Karl. Let's see if he's around. I heard him on the show saving trolls yesterday. Let's see if he wants to come on here saying lies. Uh-huh. Let's see. Let's see.
Hello.
Karl, this is
What's going on?
This is Barium Exposure and here saying lies. How are you?
How you doing, Barium? Has been a while.
Yeah, I know. I'm hanging out. So I am doing a here saying lies here. I just wrote a couple songs for fun. I did one offended Outcast blues, whatever, pimping. I'm here to pimp this behavior because Cow Shit doesn't want to do it, so he told me to do it as he walked through the woods today. He walked through the woods over in St. Paul today, and he told me to come on here and do an audio because tomorrow this comes out tomorrow morning. So Sunday afternoon, he's doing a fear-mongering radio, which will be out Monday morning for consumption because he's got to go up north a long day. So, anyways, I was making fun of you. I guess something happened allegedly with your girlfriend. Told you couldn't talk about her anymore. What gives in this boorish, filthy, alleged behavior with your girlfriend? Fill me in.
She just sent me a 10-day cease and desist letter.
Allegedly. Let's just say allegedly.
I know.
We believe it's you roped Cow Shit into a porta potty pod. He even said it might be false. So he gave himself to plausible deniability. You know what I'm saying? You know what that is, don't you? Plausible. So he kind of said it like, you talked about me, right? And we saw that remark down there too. You should be ashamed of yourself. Anyways.
Yeah, it's true, because the email I got, I wanted to see it so I could write back, but I could only reply to it. I don't know how that works, but it did. If it was a fake, it was a good one.
All right, well, real quick. So I'm pimping this offended Outcast behavior. Russell does shit. your little brother, New York dimwit, and victim. We'll call it life of victim. Okay, the victim of the.
Well, that Kentucky guy went underground. He's not producing any more videos, so they don't have any. That's taken all their fire away.
Oh no! Did he disappear like a fart in the wind?
I don't know. He changed his thing, but he hasn't produced any more content. And the only thing they can come up with is a guy that lived on the property has put out a few videos.
Wasn't he crying about this? There's no crying on YouTube. Was he crying or something? Whatever.
I didn't watch it. Like you with Sarasota Tim, I'm just watching the people that watches him. I don't watch it.
Okay, because Russell Does Shit did a video like he's offending the guy. I mean, listen, Karl. I mean, if you work for somebody, maybe you research. Won't you think you would research some weird old man before you work for him on his property? Wouldn't you take the time out of your day? Who is this?
I'm just saying, if he served in the military, I thank him for his service.
Exactly. After that,
even if you serve in the military and you commit murder and stuff, you still go to jail.
Yeah,
absolutely. I still thank you for your service to our country.
As you go to the gallows for the behaviors of hurting children.
But you can't murder people just because you're a veteran.
Well, I know, true. I know. You can't get that hall pass. Thanks for your service. Now pull the lever. Yep. You throw them in the public hanging 12 noon, or Baker's dozen every noon on Sunday, and then you want their bodies, 10 grand, goes to charity, or you incinerate on the spot. Next, boom, all of the lights, man. But we know Life and Vibe. Did she forget about Sarasota Tim? Is this her new red meat, or what's the deal here, young man?
Could be, but since he's not producing any videos, she doesn't have anything to she needs him to make a video so she can comment on it. So if he doesn't produce the video, she got nothing to talk about. Unless she just talks about stuff she's already talked about.
Well, that's, when you're doing a 2.5 hour show, bitching about one person. I mean, look what she did with Sarasota Tim. On and on and on and on,
I know, she took all the fun out of it.
I know, New York. Look at your brother, New York Dimwit. Oh my God!
Did you see his new video today where he tried to start the boat?
No, how did it go?
Oh, you got to watch it. It's worth every minute.
Did he start it?
No, no. But that's not the surprise.
What's the surprise? Go ahead and tell me, because I'm not going to watch it. Go ahead, tell us.
Oh, you got to watch it because it's just him. He says he's this ace mechanic, and the questions he asks are like, there's no way you're a mechanic. You wouldn't ask these questions.
Well, remember, what does Karl should always say? It's not a lie, just as long as what? You believe it to be the truth. If you think this idiot knows how to change his old underwear, you're nuts, okay? He has not been properly socialized, just like cow shit, okay? He has no idea what goes. The only time that man works is when he defecates. That's it. When he takes a Tim and wipes a Sarasota. And that's it. That's the only time. The best video he ever did was with Dingling and him at Denny's, where they both were two idiots in the goddamn restaurant. And where's where's Dingling? Is he died too as well? Is he dead, or what's going on?
No, he's just bored with Sarasota Tim.
Yeah, we doubt that very much. He's probably in the Hooskow for drinking. We know it.
No. Dingling's a family guy.
That doesn't matter.
He's got a pool. He's swimming in his pool. He's hanging out with his family.
He was a family man. He got picked up for drunk driving. Doesn't mean squat. He's probably in the
He's no Tony Romo.
I know. I guarantee that Dingling got in a bar fight with no shirt on. You know what? Here's the rumor you want to start with Dingling. Okay, this is what happened. You want to lean and listen? He was walking down the street in Jacksonville. He stumbled into a lesbian bar, and he got into a brawl with a bunch of lesbians. Do you think that'd be deniability, or do you think that'd be true? Him fighting a bunch of lesbians. What do you think?
I just can't see it.
Oh, yeah, and then Casey Grits was with him, and Casey Grits got his ass kicked. That's what happened. Casey Grits was with him. They were hanging out, and they rolled in there, and Casey Grits all of a sudden have you ever seen the movie Stripes, where they get into the mud wrestling thing with John Candy? That was Dingling. He got in there and he started fighting the lesbians, and he was on Hennessy and drinking and fire watering it up, and oh my God. Then he's in the Hooskow. That's where he is. He's in the Hooskow. for fighting angry lesbians. Mm-hmm. Case secrets got away scot-free, just like good sex, you know. You get away, you know. No AIDS or herpes or got anything in the penis. So you claimed, Cow Shit Made said that you claim you're not going to talk about her. We know that's a bold-faced little lie. We know you still sub to her and watch her. Don't give us any of this. I'm not going to talk about her.
2 days ago, or whatever, the day after the letter, I unsubbed her.
You liar!
So
Quit lying.
I don't know what she's done.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
St. Louis Scott told me she did something, but it's just no.
Tell that dog we're on a UFO podcast. What the hell's wrong with you?
He's trying to talk to Lucy Lou.
Lucy Lou isn't here. Oh my goodness, Cow Shit's
no Lucy Lou for you.
He was down. He met a dog named Disco and Mary down at the park today, and a very good looking Asian woman named Melissa. Oh my God, she was gorgeous.
That's a good name for a dog, Disco.
Yeah, and her name was Disco and then Mary, but the chick was an Asian woman named Melissa. So he called her, I love your name, Sweet Melissa, and she got all blushed in the red face. He called her Sweet Melissa, and she got all like, oh my word. So, Asian woman, she's like 5'7". It was beautiful. Too short for Cow Shit, but she was good. He got his eye candy for the day. It was kind of nice.
Yeah, I weighed myself at the gym. I was 214 pounds, so I wonder if I'm smaller than Sarasota Tim.
Well, why don't you go down there and do some mud wrestling? Go down there.
I'm 6'2".
Just go down there and just go down there and just talk him like beef stew. Just go down there and stalk him. Knock on the door and go, I'm your lawyer. I'm going to represent you in Virginia Beach. Let's talk about it. I dare you. I double dog dare you to go down there.
If I've got the time to do that, there's like 20 other things I'd rather do first.
No, you need to go down and represent your hero. You roll in a perfect plaid suit. Cow Shit will be your secretary. He'll be second wing. We'll bring in Stu. Will just sit there with a pen in his hand watching while you rail into her and send her out of the courtroom crying. That'd be epic as hell. Oh, my goodness. Good old Karl. The caveman. You'd be the caveman of YouTube. Have you ever seen the caveman lawyer on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, I love that.
That would be you. That would be you.
Yeah, that is me.
I'm just a caveman. I'm just a lawyer. And you roll in there and say, I don't pay my bills. I'm doing this free for my buddy. Even though I don't like Sarasota Tim, I love his content. I'm here to take down the wicked witch of the South. All right?
Yeah, it says if your lawyer comes in, he's got hair down to his shoulders, wearing flip-flops, and has a flip phone, you're going to jail.
Yeah. Sarasota Tim, and Cow Shit will film it, and then he'll interview you at the end of the thing, and she goes crying and goes back to her thing, and August 13th is the day she goes down. She's got to pay court fees, your flight up there and down. They take the dogs away,
Well, I'm looking forward to Beef Stew coming back with Sora.
Yeah, we know. We heard him. Yeah, he doesn't have a pizza place. He's a liar.
Check this out. I just before you called, I got this comment. I want to read it to you.
Go ahead.
It's hilarious.
Go ahead.
It's hilarious. Let me find it here.
Go ahead. All right. Here we go. Alleged, you guys. Here's a lawyer with alleged behavior. Go ahead. Go ahead, Karl. Santa Claus. Oh, we can't call you Santa Claus, can we? Isn't that against the rules to call you Santa Claus?
Whatever. Okay, this is from No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Here we go. Be quiet now. Go ahead.
I was eating pizza at a place in Alcoa, Tennessee on Louisville Road called the Slice and Tap Pie. Was mediocre at best. Anyway, the pizza guy was a dead ringer for beef stew. How funny is that? And he's already got 4 likes.
And Cow Shit had the exact same thing on his. I'm going to go to his channel real quick. Hang on a second. So it's somebody trolling the videos.
And he's called No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, so that means it's a troll account. So here we go. Yep. I ate some heartburn greasy pizza at a place at Alcoa, Tennessee on Louisville Road called the Slice and Tap Pie with mediocre at best. Always the pizza guy was a dead ringer for beef stew. How funny is that? So guess what? Okay, let's go look. No More Mr. Nice Guy. It's, let me see, joined in 2007. So someone's trolling somebody, okay? No More Mr. Nice Guy, all right?
But they've had their account for a long time.
Yeah, so someone's trolling somebody, okay? No more Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah.
And Beef Stew, I'm sorry if I outed you. If that's true, and that's where you are, I'm sorry I outed you. But
well, there's probably somebody.
The guy's already out there doing it.
Right. That's pretty hilarious. That's pretty funny. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
But food is subjective. What somebody likes is what somebody doesn't like.
Correct. That's correct. Just like beer and your uncle, you know, his whining and pissing and moaning to behavior. So it's the same thing. No Mr. Nice Guy. He has 100 subs. So whatever's going on there. So who knows? I don't know. Who knows? It's same thing.
And it must be a thing about he must not like Beef Stew, and they've got an extra grind because they're doxing him.
Right.
In the comment, they don't have to see. You can just say I was at a place in Tennessee.
Right.
They don't have to say the specific city and what it's called and what road it's on.
Right. You know how that is, man. People like, who knows? It could be anybody. It could be Beef Stew coming back as something else. Who knows? I mean, I don't know.
But that's where you take the zing out of it. I like tell everybody where I live. So if you tell someone where I live, it's no news.
Right. So true. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. But we were making fun of you, crying about this and crying about that, about everything else. You know, oh my God, my life sucks. Why are you pissing and moaning about all this stuff going on? My God, man.
Who, me?
Yeah, you whine about this and whine about that. Oh my God.
Am I?
Yeah, you can't, giving me I can't talk about her anymore and this or that. I mean, what the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, I just thought it was funny.
Oh, I know. We always think it's funny. It's funny as hell. But it is what it is, man. You know, what are you going to do, right? I mean, come on now, you know?
But we have our misogynist boy club. She doesn't belong, so we
all are. Especially me, Barium Exposure. You talked about me, right? You know, you talked about me. You know, I mean, I remember that behavior. I remember that stuff. You know, and you guys talked about me. And
we're all a bunch of misogynist schoolboys.
Yeah, a bunch of pigs. What we are, a bunch of pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You know, maybe, tell you what, maybe me, you, and Old Man Nation, we can go to, for a whole 2 weeks, we can go to Slab City and hang out in Slab City like a bunch of idiots. What do you think about that?
Oh, we'd get robbed and beat up.
Yeah,
or we'd have to beat people up trying to rob us.
That'd be fun. I'm retired, you know. I could go out there and just pick you two guys up and, we wouldn't take out. It'd be no fun to go. And maybe get the Outcast guy, we can get him to come along. What do you think of I'll fit the Outcast. He'd fit right in. Everyone there is running away from themselves over there at Slab City. We can get up there.
I'd rather go to your casino and listen to Pat Benatar.
Yeah, well, don't be... you know what made me very mad when I was at that concert? You know what happened, Karl? I had a sign, and I was so far away she couldn't see it. She couldn't see the sign. I was like, Pat, come on, man. Look, she didn't look over and wave at me or anything. You know, at that Woodstock concert... where they're trying to recreate Woodstock on an Air Force base, and they burned the whole place down. Yeah.
Pat Benatar played there, and all the kids were like, she's like 55 or 60, and they're like, take your top off, and she's like, this is so disrespectful.
Yeah, well, take your top off. Of course, they want to see your boobies, baby girl.
Yeah, they don't want to hear your music. They want to see you naked.
Yeah, why not? What the hell? Look at Wonder Hussy does. Why can't she? They'll pay extra, throw money extra like a stripper. What the hell, right? I mean,
I just, every time I think of someone talks about Pat Benatar, I always think about that.
Well, she won't play it. She won't play Hit With Your Best Shot anymore. She won't play it. She refuses to play it, so it makes me mad. But anyway.
Yeah, it's funny. Some of those bands that just wrote a throwaway song just to please the man or corporate America, and then it winds up being their number one hit.
Well,
and they're like a one-hit wonder with the song they didn't even want to.
Well, Bob Seger. What's that song? The one he's real popular for. Someone wrote it for him, wrote it and gave it to him, and he didn't want any credit. He thought it was a bad song. Old time rock and roll. Okay. the guy in Texas wrote it, and he wanted to give it to him and let him take credit for it. He didn't want it. He said, I'll sing it. And guess what? He didn't take any money for it. He makes no money on that song. He didn't want any credit.
That's the song that Tom Cruise went across the floor in his socks.
Correct. And he didn't want it. The guy wrote it and offered him to like take half it, whatever. Like give him part ownership of it, right? And he didn't do it. So he thought it was just a bad song. Well, guess what? What song gets you out on the stage? What's dancing? That song. You know, it's just, Pat Benatar pissed me off. Hit with Your Best Shot is your main song. What's his name? Cherry Pie guy, Warrant, was mad. He died of a heart attack in Vegas, and he was mad about that song. Well, why did we read your obituary in the USA Today? Because of Cherry Pie. So be thankful someone cared about you when you died with your mouth open in the city of Las Vegas of the state of Nevada. You know, it's like, come on, man, you pass on. Music is your history. What's his name? Tom Petty is long gone. What did you hear on the radio? A dead man singing to you, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it is. You know, you're Santa Claus. When you die, cow shit's going to dress you up as Santa Claus and put you in your coffin. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put you in there.
Well, that's the same thing. Like, I did a whole bunch of other things in my life, but everybody's going to remember me as Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, damn right. Just, when your obituary goes down the road, your obituary, remember Lawrence Taylor, when he passed away in the obituary, he is a convicted sexual predator. Just that's when he passed away, guess what? He is a registered sex offender. All right, that's what happened.
Yeah, I think they get calls to do. I guess people are doing Santa Claus in the summer.
Hey, I have a question for you.
I think the calls for gigs for that.
Cowshit is promoting this, producing this podcast. He wants to know why you have better sound with me than you do with him. What's this all about?
I actually have my Apple earbuds in
Yeah.
today.
You come on with shit sound for him, but you come on with me with great sound. That's kind of not a very Christian thing to be doing. You realize that behavior?
I think the word for it is serendipity.
Yeah, don't give 2 pumps. That's the problem. You know, you leave him out to dry, and here we are. Whatever. You know, it's hearsay.
Well, these are earbuds, so they work better. The other ones are bone. They're the bone connection. They're not actually in your ear.
Go, ladies and gentlemen.
But I can wear those when I'm driving, and the camera still reports me, but I get a pass because they're not in my ears.
Deniable accountability here, ladies and gentlemen, from the lawyer himself.
I know I know Cowpote is a sound Nazi, so.
So are you still buddy with Squirrel Bay Parody or not?
I guess so. I mean, she talks nice to me. I talk nice to her.
She don't want you going to Couch anymore. She hates him, so she's now back
she's
with Blind Views.
She's not a fan of the Cowpote.
No. Well, she's now back licking the undercarriage about Blind Views. You know, how is your little brother doing? Your uncle, Blind Views.
But I'm like, just because you don't like Cowpote doesn't mean I'm gonna not be a friend with you.
How is your Blind Views? Your uncle? How's he doing these days? What's he been doing these days?
Here's another one. When I unsubscribed to Ray, I'm like, well, why am I still subscribed to Blind Views and the Canadian dude? So I unsubscribed both of those dudes.
Right.
So I don't know what they're doing unless they come up in my feed, which they haven't been coming up in my feed.
Right.
I got that from Cowpote because Cowpote doesn't subscribe to everybody.
That's right. He doesn't. He just does.
And he just has a natural feed that comes up from stuff he's watching instead of shit that he's subscribed to.
Correct. That's what he does. He doesn't want to do this kind of behavior. You know. That's what he does. I don't know.
So I don't know because Blind Views, he's just a one-trick pony, and there's no sense in. I don't know. I just don't care. And the Canadian guy, he's just trying to get clicks. He'll make any video that he thinks will get him clicks.
Oh, the other Canadian dude, the blind views, second coming, that guy, that idiot. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, and he get he'll hit like on 1 out of 10. Like 1 out of 10 I like. The other 9 are a waste of time.
Right. Yep. So yeah, we all know. Anyway, so you're having the time of your life. You're never going to talk about You're never going to talk about her again, huh?
Oh, well, I mean, we talked about her today.
I know, but what do you I mean? In your own free will, but this offend. What's your before?
I don't think I'm going to come on and criticize her about anything she's done recently, because I think I've said everything I need to say. I mean, I don't think she can do anything more. And I talked to JJ, and JJ had 2 dinners with her in Virginia Beach, and he told me stories about her, about their meetings together.
Right.
I'm not going to talk about that, but it was fun talking about how she was out in the wild with JJ.
So, I mean,
one thing I can say that's nice about her, so I guess you can't get mad, is they were on a 4-lane highway and there were some ducks crossing the road, and JJ pointed out and he stopped, and kind of honked his horn so people would know, so the ducks could cross the road. And she just hopped out of the car and jumped in front of cars where she almost got hit, so these ducks could get safely across the road.
well, that's mighty white of her. It's very, very nice.
So that's very nice for her, and
Right.
it's true. You know, it's supposedly a true story from JJ.
Yeah, we all know it. Yeah.
So that's nice.
Uh-huh.
And then they watched a World Cup game where England was playing, and he said she was a true fan. I mean, she was
Well, she's a mighty.
she knew the rules, and she was cheering, and
Okay.
and she was in a bar that cheered.
You've gone
So,
way too far talking sissy ball on here. How dare you talk about Listen, as Cal shit says, young man, you can't make us like soccer. All right?
I want her to have to listen to this whole thing so she can try and find something where I talk bad about her, and then she gets to the end and it never happened.
Oh my word! Oh my word!
I can just imagine her just sitting there wanting to hear me say something bad, and it never happened.
You want to get in her good graces. You want to be
And her little white hats. No, I don't want to be in her good graces. I don't want to be in any graces. I want to just get to the point where I don't remember.
See, Cal shit doesn't sub to very many people. He lets it come through. You come through for him. He does not sub to you. It will come through if he wants to listen to your young ass. He likes your stuff and will share it on Twitter, but not all your stuff. You know, he doesn't. He lets the YouTube tell him what to listen to. He gives good content. He doesn't. New York Dan will come through once in a while. Blind Views might come through. Whatever he wants to see. He's too busy watching history stuff.
You got to tell him to watch the latest one from New York Dan trying to start that boat. It's gold. It's New York Dan gold.
All right, I'll talk to him about it. I can't guarantee it, but anyway.
Okay. But if he does watch it, tell him to call me.
All right, he will. All right, well, Karl, I appreciate you here saying live and having good sound for once in your life. Okay, it's really nice of you to come on. Okay, but
I'll have to make sure I keep my earbuds with me so I can switch them out.
well, thanks for calling into the show here saying live, young man. We appreciate you.
Well, I
calling
love
in.
this show. I love the show. This is like the number one show on Spreaker, Sprocker, Twicket.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, there goes Karl, Mr. Santa Claus. You tell your buddy down in Jacksonville no more fighting with the angry lesbians, okay?
All right.
Yeah, we don't want you
He'll have to explain his 2 black eyes when he comes on.
Yeah, here you go. We know him and Casey Grits were walking down in Jacksonville, and he went into a gay bar, a lesbian bar, and got into a brawl. That's what happened.
Well, remember Casey Grits? Remember Stripes when he put the girl on the stove and he got out the spatula? Well, that's how Casey Grits flirts with lesbians.
More poor Casey Grits getting dragged through the mud by Santa Claus. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, young man, we'll talk to you later. This is Barium Exposure. We appreciate you coming to the show. All right?
All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right, there he goes. Down the road he goes. He's always a good shit to have on the show. I mean, my good Lord. What can we do about this behavior? So, you know, ding-a-ling is ding-a-ling. You know, it is what it is. We have the time of our lives all the time here. And we party like rock stars, right? All right? So, let's play taps for somebody. Let's just play taps for Karl or somebody. I don't know. Let's go into okay. Let's go into taps here. Let's go to This is, artist, let's go, move, track, title, taps. Alright, here we go, alright. And, we're gonna hang out here, so here we go, we're gonna play taps for somebody here, okay? Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, anyway, so we're having the time of our life, and, we appreciate coming to here saying lies on a beautiful Saturday in the UFO podcast. I'm in the shisha with my dog. So anyways, you guys, so here we go. We are going to have taps. This taps is for me. It's for anybody out there in the like-minded people. This has been played for me a few times, okay? So here we go. The bugle call. Here and here saying lies for all the trolls and the liars out there, okay? It's Barium exposure. Thank a military veteran. Please don't drink and drive, alright? Ding-a-ling, say lesbian bars, okay? That's all there is to it. Don't we get in brawls, alright? Here we go. Bitch, please, alright? And away we go. We are going to play taps. And the final. I had to play it twice for me, okay? Here we go. Bitch, please mean what? Bitch, please. See ya.